everybody. My name is Eva Kulic, and I'm teaching from Vancouver, Canada. And I wanted to share a bit about myself when I'm off my yoga mat. I work in the outdoors, protecting the environment and wildlife in natural areas around British Columbia. I also love to play music. I enjoy playing the drums, guitar, and I love to sing to open my heart. I also love dancing, and I feel like it's a beautiful form of movement to complement my asana practice. I look forward to practicing with all of you, and I'll see you soon.
Hello and welcome to the Yoga Studies Institute. My name is Eva Kulic, teaching from Vancouver, Canada. And today we're going to be working on the third of the 5 powers in Master Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. So this third of the 5 powers is called Smriti, or in English, awareness. And we're going to be doing a 30-minute asana class, deepening our understanding of Smriti. So to give some background, I'll offer the verse in the Yoga Sutra that Smriti is in. So it's in chapter 1 and verse 20. And it goes like, Shraddha, Virya, Smriti, Samadhi, Prajna, Purvaka, Itarasham. So this verse is translated into English as, those rare yogis who have reached the goal of yoga did so by cultivating these 5 powers. So the third power of Smriti is awareness. Essentially, bringing your mind back to your object of focus, remembering your object of focus. Maybe it's a goal or a quality you want to cultivate when you're practicing. But Smriti is remembering this awareness of bringing your mind back to the object of focus. We can think of it when you're doing your practice, you're doing your asanas, you're breathing, and you have your object of focus, which is love, 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 love. And then all of a sudden it turns into lunch, 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 lunch. So you bring your mind back to love. You bring your mind back to your goal, and that is Smriti. So we'll begin our class together just in a seated position, closing our eyes. And just tapping into your breath. You can inhale, expand your belly. Inhaling into the rib cage, expanding the rib cage. All the way up to the collarbones. And exhale out of the mouth. Again, deep belly breath. Inhale, rib cage expands. All the way up to the collarbones. And exhale out of the mouth with a sigh. One more time, deep belly breath. Rib cage. Collarbones. Exhaling. Relaxing your whole face. And just noticing any tension you're holding in your body, any constriction. And just easing it and softening it with your breath. And just noticing it and holding your loving awareness at it. And so our intention to remember our smriti of bringing this mind back, we're going to be holding our awareness on loving and kindness today. So any bliss we feel in our yoga practice, the breath opening our body, the asanas clearing our channels, we can offer this bliss to others in our world who may need it. So you can slowly begin to open your eyes and we'll begin some movement. So rooting through the sit bones, hands on the knees, we're going to inhale and begin to turn our upper body into a clockwise direction. Every inhale, we're opening the front body. And every exhale, opening the back body, coming into a tuck. Doing some Sufi grinds. Deep breaths here. And inhale, reaching up with the crown. Elbows are locked into place as we come to stillness. And then we're going to switch the rotation of our feet and just go into the other direction with our Sufi grinds. And then we're going to lock the elbows and just turn our direct gaze over to the left as we lock the right elbow and the right hand against the right knee. Inhaling here and exhaling. Inhale coming up, and we can switch the crossing of our legs. Lock the left elbow and the left hand against the left knee as we turn over to the right. Using that left arm to lever ourselves deeper into a twist. You can have the right arm bent a little bit if you wish. Beautiful. Coming to center. Right hand is beside the right hips as we reach the left arm up and do a side bend over to the right. Opening that left side body. Exhaling, coming to the other side, left hand roots as we bring the right arm up and over to the left. Opening the right side body. Coming up, and we can plant our hands behind us as we bring our feet mat width apart and just do some windshield wipers to loosen and open the hips. Deepening our breath here, and anything beautiful in our bodies, any bliss we're feeling, and our peace in our minds, we can offer this out to our world. This is going to be our Smriti practice, bringing our mind back to this object we want to cultivate. Let's come onto our hands and knees and begin to do some cat-cows. So the hands are underneath the shoulders, the knees are hip width apart, curling the toes. Inhaling, we're going to sink the belly button and open the heart, open the throat, looking up. And then on the exhale, tucking the tailbone in between the legs. Push the mat away from you as you come into a tuck. Again, inhaling up. And exhaling, tuck. You can untuck the toes and come into a half child's pose on your exhales, and then inhale coming up. Just moving with your capacity here. And when you're ready, you can walk the hands out in front of you, curl the back toes, and come into your downward facing dog. The knees can be bent, the heels can float. We want to make sure that the middle fingers are parallel to the long edges of the mat. We're locking and opening. We're straightening the arms. You can lock the elbows a little bit, but maybe a little micro bend is okay. We're yawning the armpits and sending the sit bones back and up. You can walk one heel down at a time. And let's inhale the left leg up and exhale, bring it down. Inhale the right leg up and exhale, bring it down. Let's inhale, shift the weight forward. So drawing the prana up the arms by pushing the mat away from you. Let's just gently tuck the chin in towards the chest. Tail is tucked in between the legs to engage the core. And lock the knees, straighten the legs. And let's exhale back to down dog. Just warming up our bodies here. Inhale, plank. And exhaling back. Inhale, plank pose. And exhaling back to down dog. Let's inhale to plank one more time. We won't be here for long. Inhale, and let's exhale. The knees touch down. The chest will come down in between the hands, and the chin touches down. So you're loaded up like a spring here. And then on your inhale, push into your hands as you bring the pubic bone forward. Glue the pubic bone to the mat. You can bring your arms a little bit closer to the front of your mat as you roll the shoulders up, back, and down and come into Cobra Pose. And strong legs. Try to relax the buttocks, the low back, but knit your sit bones in towards each other a little bit as you open the front body. And then exhale. Let's come back into downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, left leg up. And exhale, left knee to left tricep. Push the mat away from you and make sure the shoulders are stacked above the wrists. Inhaling up. And exhale, kiss the left knee. Inhaling up. And exhale, left knee to left tricep. Right tricep, excuse me. And then inhaling up. And exhale. Plant the left foot in between the hands. Right knee down, right top of the foot down. Inhaling, exhaling, coming into low lunge, squaring the hips here. Right hip forward, left hip back. And then we can reach the arms up. Beautiful. Holding here, opening your body, offering your bliss. Bringing your mind back to your object, your goal. And then on your exhale, we're going to get ready for Trikonasana. So left hand on the inside of the left foot. Reach the right foot so it's parallel to the back edge of the mat. And reach the right arm up. Strong left leg here. Twisting your heart up towards the ceiling. Holding your deep breaths with a smile on your face. Offering your bliss. Looking down, tap right hand to left foot as we bend the left knee and windmill our hands up above and out to warrior two, making sure the outer edge of the right foot is glued to the mat. Bending through the left knee, smiling here, And then the right hand on the right thigh. Inhale, left arm overhead. And exhale, plant the left elbow, reach the right arm up and over, making a long line from the right fingertips to the right outer edge of the foot. Extended side angle here, breathing. Back to warrior two. Beautiful. And then we're going to straighten the front left leg. And we're going to hop the left foot a little bit closer to us, making sure that it's parallel to the long edge of our mat. Right hand on the right hip, coming into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. So we're going to begin to bear weight into the left leg as we begin to float the right leg. Let the left arm dangle in the line of gravity as you begin to sink the left hand, touching down towards the upper left corner of the mat, and keep that right leg super strong and floating. Imagine you're pushing into an imaginary wall. Open your heart. Maybe you can see your right toes in your peripheral vision as you reach the right hand up above you. Half moon pose. Smile here. Offer the love you're feeling. Offer the bliss, the clearing of your energy here. And then we're going to touch down with the right hand. Our hips are square to the front of the mat. And just bend into both knees as we walk our hands a little back towards our left foot. We're coming into standing split. So maybe you can hold on to the left leg with your left hand or both hands. And we're reaching this right leg up towards the ceiling, getting super deep in our left hip crease. Holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Let's exhale, bending through both knees again. We're going to reach the right knee behind us over to the left as we sit down into Ardha Matsyendrasana. The left hand is behind us. Reach our right arm overhead, rooting through the sit bones. And exhale. We're going to twist over to the left, hugging that left knee in towards us. Smiling here and relaxing your body. Ha. Maybe you can bind right elbow to the outside of the left knee to get you a little deeper in that twist. You can have the right forearm along the thigh. Lengthen the crown up towards the ceiling and twist a little more. Deep breaths here, clearing any sort of congestion in our side channels. Offering our bliss here, feeling love in our heart for ourselves and others. Let's inhale, release, and twist over to the right, feeling a nice counter pose. Inhale and exhaling out of the mouth. And let's just bring our feet mat width apart, windshield wiper, keeping those ankles flexed. And we'll come into downward facing dog one more time. Exhaling fully. Let's inhale to plank pose. And exhaling, coming down, knees, chest, chin, or down like a push-up. And then inhaling to cobra, upward facing dog. Exhaling back into down dog. Beautiful. Let's inhale the right leg up and exhale right knee to right tricep. Inhaling up, exhaling right knee to kiss. Inhaling up and exhaling right knee to left tricep. Smiling, inhaling up. And let's exhale. Plant the right foot in between the hands, left knee down, left top of the foot down. Reaching the arms up. Squaring the hips here. Open our hearts, offer the love that we feel. And then when you're ready, right hand on the inside of the right foot as we pivot the left foot to be parallel to the short edge, back edge of the mat. So you reach the left arm up above into triangle pose, Trikonasana. The right leg is strong and straight. Left hand taps the right foot as we bend into the right knee into warrior two, windmilling the arms up. Outer edge of the back foot is glued to the mat, reaching out on either side, smiling here. Left hand on binds on the left thigh as we reach the right arm overhead, exalted warrior. Exhaling, right elbow on right knee, left arm overhead, extended side angle, twisting the heart towards the ceiling, rooting through the outer edge of the back foot. Let's inhale back to warrior two, getting ready for half moon pose, Chandrasana. So we'll hop the front foot back a little bit, ensuring that the right foot is parallel to the long edge of the mat, left hand on the left hip. Let's just dangle that right hand as we begin to float the left leg up, drawing prana up the standing leg. You can slowly sink the right hand towards the upper right corner of your mat and begin to turn your gaze so that you can see your left foot super strong floating behind you in your peripheral vision. And then you can reach the left arm up above, half moon pose. Offer the love, the freedom from your practice to others. Smrti, we're bringing our mind back to our object. Smiling. And let's exhale, left hand touches down. Let's bend both knees so our hips are square to the front of the mat now. Coming into standing split, so walking the hands closer to that right foot. Getting deep in that right hip crease as we reach up the left leg. Super strong legs here. Breathing here. Using the breath to clear any sort of congestion. And let's bend both knees again, reaching the left knee behind you over to the right as we sit down into Ardha Matsyendrasana. Half spinal twist. On the other side now, ensuring that both sit bones are rooted evenly into the mat. We're going to have right hand behind you. Inhale, left arm up. And exhale. All we're going to do is squeeze the right knee in towards the left armpit, the left side of your chest, facilitating this twist over to the right, smiling here. Maybe you can bind left elbow on the outside of the right knee and have the left forearm along the right thigh just to get you a little deeper into this twist for the last few breaths. And offering love, offering your bliss to others. And then unbind, unwind, face over to the left to do a counter pose. Inhaling and exhaling out of the mouth. And let's come into downward facing dog. Doing a quick vinyasa. Inhaling to plank. Exhaling, coming down. Inhaling up. Cobra, upward facing dog. And exhaling to down dog. Let's come into child's pose, bringing the knees down. Forehead reaches to the mat. Close the eyes and relax your whole body, feeling your energy coursing through your body. And just be happy, rejoice for your practice, no matter what it looks like. What matters is that we're doing the inner practice, working on our smrti, bringing our mind back to our goal of yoga, to our cool, plan that we've formulated for our yoga practice today, offering our love, our bliss to others. Slowly coming up, taking a deep breath here. And let's do a gentle heart opener here. Camel pose, Ustrasana. So coming up onto our knees, you can curl the toes underneath you. And we're going to root through and down our knees by tucking the tailbone in between the legs, pushing our hips forward. You can bring your hands on your low back, and we're going to open from the heart. You can have fingers pointing up or down, whatever's comfortable for you. And we're going to roll the shoulders up, back, and down, squeezing the shoulder blades together and lifting up through the armpits as we open our heart. Keep the chin tucked until the chest is higher than your head. And if that's not the case, keep your chin tucked. Maybe you can bring your hands down to your heels. Opening your body, you can look towards the ceiling. Heart is open. Offer others this spaciousness, this love you're cultivating. And slowly coming up. And let's come back down into child's pose as a counter twist, a counter pose for our low back. Inhaling and exhaling out of the mouth. Let's slowly come onto our backs. Let's just come down one vertebra at a time with our hands out in front of us. And we'll just do one more pose before we come into Shavasana, happy baby pose. So bend the knees, have the soles facing the ceiling, and just reach for the outer edges of your feet and push down with your hands as you're pushing up through your feet. Pressing the skull evenly to the back of the mat and just opening your hips here, smiling. And just offering your efforts, your bliss to others. Understanding that we're planting a powerful seed to have bliss in our lives, to really, meet our needs and have a bigger capacity to love and help others and ourselves. Inhaling and exhaling, you can release your legs and come into your Shavasana. So the feet are mat width apart, hands are palms facing up. You can roll the shoulders up, back, and down to facilitate the palms facing up. Just rock your head yes and no, up and down to find that perfect center point on the skull. And just take a deep inhale here. And exhale, let it all go. Completely relax your body, closing your eyes, relaxing your face. And just let your whole body relax and enjoy the next few moments we have here in Shavasana. You can slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring your feet together and bring your arms together overhead along the floor. Take a deep, long stretch and inhale. On your exhale, bringing your knees in towards your chest, coming onto your left side, and slowly sitting up to a tall, steady, comfortable position to close our class. Have the lips gently curled up into a smile. You can have your hands at heart center. And take a moment to be super stoked for your practice today. Your efforts to bring your mind back to your object, to bring your mind back to offering others this bliss. And we understand that we are planting really powerful seeds. We understand that offering others bliss and beauty in our world is the cause for us to experience bliss and beauty. It's important we have that capacity to give. And we'll close our class with the sound of Om. So we'll take a deep inhale and exhale out of the mouth. Inhaling. May our thoughts and our actions contribute to the happiness and freedom of all beings. And you can carry this light inside of you and practice your smriti. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.